Have you ever had a customer that just drove you absolutely nuts? And even worse is they didn't even lead to you making much money? So often, the worst customers are also the ones that are late to pay their bills, or they're beating you down on price, or they're simply not even profitable in the first place. It's really critical that we become very selective about who we work with, because one common trait amongst all top performing reps is that they only are spending their time with their ideal customers and their ideal prospects. So in this video, I'm going to show you when and how to fire a customer. Check it out. Number one, all customers must bring value to you too. Now, for years, we've all been saying you must bring value to your customers. You must bring value to your prospects. But what about you? Don't you deserve to have value as well? Absolutely. Every single one of your customers must bring value to you as well. If you have a customer or a prospect or a long-term client who's difficult and they're simply not bringing value to the table and maybe you're actually losing money, you must move on. You're going to waste more time, effort, and energy, and you're going to suffer in the process. Bad customers bring us all down. They hurt companies. They hurt individual salespeople. You deserve better. Every single one of your customers must bring value to you too. Number two, focus on the people that make you money. This is an absolutely critical mantra that every top salesperson that I've ever known has on some level, is that they are only going after prospects that are going to make them the most money. I was just talking to a client the other day who was in the financial space, and he was saying how for years he used to sell to anyone who had a pocketbook, who would potentially invest their money with him. And then he decided one day that he was only going to focus on the people that really made him money. And what he found was that suddenly he had so much more time to actually service the people that mattered most. He had so much more time to focus on growing his business with more people that he can help more effectively and are going to make him more money. Only focus on the people that actually make you money. Those tiny or difficult prospects, move on. Only focus on those top prospects. Number three, if they don't make you meaningful money, move on. Now, this is similar to the last one, but it's really important in terms of prospecting. You must only be prospecting to people that are going to make you a meaningful amount of money, you or your company. If you are prospecting to anyone who has a pulse, you're in trouble. Only deal with people that are really going to make money for you. And anyone who doesn't, simply disqualify them. You don't have to be a jerk about it. You just simply move on. And we'll talk about that in the next few tips on how to actually move on and actually disqualify a prospect. Number four, if they suck up all of your time, move on. This is the same idea, but it's less about money and more about your time. Your most valuable resource in sales is your time. Your time is all that you have. And you know what? One day it's gonna run out. If you have customers or prospects that are sucking up all of your time, and chances are they're not offering a lot of value, you need to move on. It's not worth it. Be strong. Have confidence in yourself and your value and your self-worth. If you have someone that's just taking up all of your time and taking you away from actually doing what you have to do to prospect, to close more deals, then move on. Now, you don't have to just tell them to go take a hike. You can simply pass them off to someone else, but you do not want to be dealing with them yourself. Number five, pass them off to someone else nicely. Now, I've already hinted at this, but people always say, Mark, when you disqualify someone, how do you actually do it? And I always say, it's really easy. You can do it really nicely, and what I find is that I've disqualified hundreds, if not thousands, of prospects in my life. And what I find is that when I actually do it, they tend to feel really good about it. And they're often really impressed because they're like, wow, this guy's not just trying to close any deal. Instead, he really is only going after the people that he feels like he can serve. So if someone is not a fit for any reason, just pass them off to someone else. Refer them to someone maybe who's in your company or in another company. The person that you're referring them to, particularly if they're just getting started, they'll be really grateful to have a difficult customer because they don't have any customers. Being willing to pass them off and simply say, you know what, George, I get the feeling that I'm probably not going to be the best fit. I'm not getting the sense that I'm going to be able to serve you or bring a lot of value to you. So what I'd like to do is actually introduce you to someone else who I think could be a better fit. Everyone's going to be psyched. You sound like a hero. You've just saved yourself a lot of time. And now you've cleansed your hands. You've moved on. So there is when and how to fire a customer. If you enjoyed this video, then have an amazing new training course on the exact discovery questions to ask to close more deals. Do you know exactly what questions to ask to create massive value with prospects? Every top sales rep needs a powerful and repeatable system of discovery questions to create real value in the sales process. And this is the difference between hearing, I need to think it over, and actually closing deals. So in this course, you will learn the entire disqualification questions process to stop wasting any time. You'll learn how to get prospects talking about their real challenges. You'll understand the actual cost of a challenge, which is the true source of value. You'll learn why they really care about whatever it is they need to solve, and you're going to ultimately know what's really driving them. You'll learn how to talk money to get an accurate budget from prospects before you ever make a presentation. You'll map out their complete decision-making process to avoid any missteps. You'll learn how you can put all of your questions together into one consistent script. And you'll understand the exact approach to move on from a prospect that isn't a fit, going so much deeper than we did in today's video. In today's world of selling, persuasion is old school, but prospects have also caught on to the idea of qualifying. What's more is that the data shows that actually 50% or fewer of initial prospects actually turn out to be qualified leads. That's why salespeople have to have a systematic approach to asking questions. So in this course, you will learn the exact approach. So check it out now. Just click right here to get registered right away. Seriously, just click right here. This is going to take you much deeper than today's topic, but with actual scripts, templates, and workbooks. Also, if you got some value, please like this video below on YouTube and be sure to subscribe to my YouTube channel by clicking my face right about here to get a new video just like this one each week.